Well, it was a rather marginal day, weather-wise, don't you think?
In more ways than one, not just weather-wise. Troy will have the forecast with News 8 at 5 continues. Plano is a rather unlikely spot for the premier punk band in Texas, if there is a likely spot, but that's where the Telephones are from, and band members would rather stay here than be thrust into the crowded punk scenes of London or Los Angeles. The decision has apparently paid off, as Chris Thomas reports in this third part of our series on Texas rockers.
And when you talk about punk rock or even new wave music, well, the terms become obsolete almost as fast as they are made popular by the radio stations. You see, the real punks want to do anything that's not popular. So I actually don't know what to call the Telephones. Instead, I asked lead singer Jerry Dirks to say it himself. If you had to describe your music, what would you say? To someone who had not heard you and is watching this on the news, what would you say?
Loud bubblegum music with socially relevant lyrics.
That's terrible.
That's right. It's right, isn't it?
Of bands with the most bizarre names and sounds, the Telephones are perhaps the most melodic of the new wave bands. They maintain the energy and excitement their fans demand without resorting to gimmicks to add shock value to their shows, and their consistency has paid off. They won a regional Battle of the Bands contest last year with a prize of free recording studio time to cut an album.
I like winning the contest, and I like being able to do an album and get it out and see what people thought of it. And I like being from Texas, by the way. I'd stay here no matter what, so.
Why is that?
Because I like it here. I don't like New York. I don't like L.A., either one of those towns. New York is a lot of cults, and L.A. has a lot of fads.
That's when the burning starts. That's when the burning starts. That's when the burning starts. You gotta feel the burn! After the burning starts.
After the album came a Fashion Dallas layout in a local newspaper and a Texas Music Award this year for the hit song She's in Love with the Rolling Stones. Jerry Dirks writes most of the Telephone songs. He's one of 3 brothers in the band from Plano. The lyrics are socially relevant, dealing with everything from the dangers of radioactive waste to lost love.
We're basically rock, just a little bit faster and a little more fun than most Texas rock bands.
And the audience has fun here. You don't have to dye your hair 2 colors or do anything weird like that to enjoy yourself at a new wave club or whatever it is they call it these days, and everyone should do it at least once.
Not dye your hair.
I was just gonna, Tracy only dyes his hair on Friday nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's Pro-Am Day for the Colonial Golf Tourney.
And Bill McAtee will join us next with a look at the action and all the sports news as News 8 at 5 continues.